Welcome to Sigma, the next-gen ecosystem for global media streaming.
From live TV to VOD, monetization, and immersive experiences, or Sigma OTT delivers it all.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Welcome to From the Show Floor, Key OTT Insights from Digital Cable TV Show 2025. This section is a wrap-up of real conversations, real questions, and real concerns we observed directly on the show floor. I'm speaking today on behalf of Thudo Multimedia and Sigma. Joining me today is Yeeshu Baijal, our country director in India. So, Yeeshu, thank you for being here today. And before we dive in, could you briefly introduce yourself and your role at the event?
Yeah, hi. So me myself is Yeeshu Baijal from Thudo Multimedia. So I am representing Thudo Multimedia based out in India and look after South Asia market. So I am here to introduce, in the cable TV show Kolkata. It is one of the good show. It's a good platform. All the operators of the ISPs and the MSOs and the content owners who are available here for a discussions and more learn about the technology and interaction between the partners, the customers in between. So they are talking more about the business in this in the forum. So I am being here to the share you about more about the Thudo multimedia product and the solution. So it is a good platform to interact with the operators in one floor. So that's it.
Yes, and Digital Cable TV Shows 2021 2025 brought together a wide range of players across OTT, IPTV, cable, and broadband. So, from your perspective on the ground, how would you describe the overall tone of the market this year?
Okay, let's discuss about this market, right? This IPTV, OTT, and cable and broadband, right? So if you see, the cable business is now not going well because of some reasons in the technology. So IPTV is a coming business along with the broadband, the companies who are into the business. So this is a kind of value add service to the customers. So they want to give this solution along with their broadband connections and bundle together. So that's a one probability which we have seen that in a larger scale, if you see, this solution is already available, but it is about a mature solution, and the market is also be a mature in that manner, so that they can utilize and earn revenue and give some value add to their customers and the B2B partners. So This you can see here, right? This is the platform where they can tie up with their the last mile operators, where they can give this solution to operator to experience it their solution, and then they will found if this solution work it out in future. So this IPTV OTT, this or the cable will be sooner or later it converted to the IPTV and plus OTT combination. This will work in the ground, and they can save their revenues and earn profits in the future, right? Seeing down the line 5 years. So this is something a good the combination which they want to give to their operators and B2C customers.
Oh, hearing about your information, I would want to have the experience joining the event too. So, we've grouped the insights after the event into four key themes that kept coming up across discussions. So, let's walk through them one by one. The first and perhaps the most consistent topic was customer retention, and many operators were not asking whether to launch IPTV or OTT anymore. They were asking how these services actually help them keep subscribers in a competitive environment. And so, what kind of retention related questions did you hear most often?
Okay, so let's talk about why these services are essential or required by these the IPTV operators. So if you see the customer, right, a customer is having the brighter choices these days. So the broadband companies are having their broadband future, right? They want to save their revenues. So how their customer will be focused to take their service, but they want a multiple services in one gateway. So the churn pressure for these operators are like they want to restrict their customer, right, on the only in one services. That is not possible. So you have to give more. What you give more, it's give more about some value add service of IPTV, OTT, broadband, and then you have to give some VODs, right, and the content which content is available realistically on the VOD, which will give a real time experience. So you can only be the churn pressure will go down, so that you will earn one revenue, because one customer is asking a multiple choices in OTT, live TV, and the VOD. So they want a one single gateway will be available, so that the customer can watch whatever they want, whether on the device or on the smart TV or through the set top box. So this can be helpful for them to drive their show. Now come to the price. The price is pretty sensitive these days. When you are having a one connection, right? A one connection is speaks of multiple choices. This one connection of in the household, it's not about one. It's a family member of six people, right? Six people have their different choices and flavors. They want to see on the device, smart TV, or other way of medium. So they have a price sensitivity that I will pay, say for example, $50. So $50, how much if I'll pay this amount of money, what I'm getting from my operator. So they want a multiple choices at the same time, right? Because everything is connected through internet. So in internet, they want to explore more and more type of service, like the educom, right, or IP surveillance, or live TV, or a VOD. So these are all the multiple choices which is available, so that they can reduce the risk of churning ratio, right, of these operator or the customer. So the customer can stick it more period of time, and they will be more emphasized to work more on the giving choices to their customer. So it's about reliability, yes, the brand name, the experience, and the it's very much there. If somebody is having a good experience in terms of services, support, price, and the offers, this all combination work together, then you can make your customer happy, and then you can earn money in the future. Your customer will be give you more value in terms of the money they will provide to you.
Yes, so it seems like those are the universal problems. Yes, and next to the second one, uh, I heard that the a clear fatigue with fragmented systems, many conversations moved quickly away from features and toward questions like how many systems do we really need to run this? How much internal effort does it require? So, Yishu, how strong was the demand for more integrated end-to-end approaches?
This solutions is endless, right? Whenever the time is allowing you that you want a combination of solution in the near future, keeping in mind your partner will be having that much of capacity that they can deliver it, right? So that we are talking Thudo Multimedia. We are an end-to-end company, and we are offering a solution which is worldwide accepted and internationally aggregated, and in terms of reliability and the delivery platform. So as we are focusing on end to end, there are a reason, because of these reasons we just want to explore the market, that there will be no hidden cost to our customers, right? Because there are multiple vendors available in the market. The customer is demanding the as of now scenario to speak it up. This is my first requirement, but this is not a first requirement. So keeping in this thought that this is a long term arrangement, right? So this in a broader perspective, the the partner right, who will give a better solution, a stable solution, and having a long term the relationship, right? So that everything will manage. So the VOD and the live TV, this will help them to stable and give more and more choices to their customer, so that the customer can the approach that thing. There are multiple vendors who are only selling some part of the ecosystem. Say for example, they are selling only DRM, right? They are only selling the backend, they are only selling the front end. So the collaborating and the integration is the next challenge, and the partners work together and give a proper solution on the running platform. That's still a second the thought they have to think, because if there is a more complexity in the system, then the system will take a time, right, for running smoothly. But in Thudo, right, we are operating a end-to-end solution to make our customer happy, so that we can give a wider choices to them and they can rely on us in a long-term strategy.
Sure, we are always working on long term relationships. So, another strong signal from the show was the shift away from one size fits all solutions. Operators repeatedly spoke about combining live TV, VOD, and local content, often bundled with broadband services and customer centric offers, right? So, what do you think customization and localization are becoming so critical?
See, we have a scenario where in India there are a broadcaster who give this live TV content. So live TV content is a content where this will be provided by the broadcasters. Okay, so this they can't temper it. So this is coming, and what you are delivering to your end user. Now come to the content where we are talking about the local content. Local content is about India is they have this market is having a different regional languages, regional the operators, so they have their regional values also. So the local content they can club it with their live TV, right, in the form of IPTV or maybe in the VOD. They can create a difference by adding these local content. And why Wavecom is critical? Critical means like it is only available on the on-premise and the on-cloud both. So the customer can go on the on-premise solution for IPTV. They can opt to go for local content relevance. Why it is relevance? Because the local, the customer, right? They want to feel good factor that this content is available. So this they can feel of having this content is available only on that platform, so they can rely on us. And the regional content has always be a demand in these regional in India market, like in the south market. you go, there is a South content available, and it is readily available with different languages and number of VOD and the channels. So you can say that these platforms are coming with the different languages, right? So that it is a good business alignment with the local market content. They can club with the live TV, the VOD, and their local content, and club together, and adding this value will give you a more long term, the contact with your users. So you can say this is the localization is very much important. Adding this value, right, with more and more number channels localized, this will give you a big blow, and the revenue increase multifaceted value, right? This will give you an add advantage to that.
Yes, sure. From a personal perspective, I would yeah, would prefer the personal customization much more than the global or the universal services, right? Everyone would prefer that. And finally, almost every in-depth conversation touched on deployment models, cloud versus on-prem. So what stood out was not a clear preference, but a lot of uncertainty. So how did operators frame this question, and where does the confusion usually come from?
Okay, so that's a very interesting, the question. In India, especially when you're talking about live TV, so live TV, that comes only on the on-premise solution. But if you go to the VOD, VOD comes on the on cloud solution. So that we have Thudo, we have this, we have the on-premise, the cloud, and the hybrid model as well. But keeping this fact, the being a the Vietnam company, we have this flexibility, right? We are giving this offering to our customers. They can choose anyone, right? But in India, there is a rigidness. You can say it's not a rigidness; it's a broadcaster, the live broadcaster. They want their content will be running only on on-premise solution. It will not come on the internet. So this live dependency is only on the on-premise. So this is one way of seeing window. The another way, if you go to on the VOD, VOD is running on the internet on cloud solution. So it is widely accepted. Anybody can see it in the world anywhere. So that the dependency is not on premise. So the lot of uncertainty in this, right? The live broadcaster, not allowing this content because of the schedule. So if I'm talking schedule, it's a tri regulatory body. So they can't give this content, whether it is DTH operator or MSO or the hits platform. They can't run the this content on internet, right? So it is not a cloud solution. Everything will be available on premise. So they can do audit, right? The broadcaster can go there and see the performance, how it is working. So but on the other hand, how it will come in the future, you really don't know, because we are dependent on the broadcasters, the openness. So but you can say we as a Thudo Multimedia have all the solution available in place, right? Whether it is on premise, cloud, or hybrid model. So we are a technology company. We give this openness to our operators. They can decide whether they want to go for any model where we can work together and scale up the networks.
Yes, so thanks to your explanation. I can clearly see the points right here, and happily that our company can offer many good solutions to our customers. So when we step back and look at all these themes together, they suggest a market that is becoming more cautious, but also more intentional, right? So, Yishu, based on what you observed, and what do these concerns tell us about how OTT and cable businesses may evolve over the next 12 to 24 months?
Okay, so as I told earlier in my conversation with you, see, the one-way communication is going to be over maybe a period of 2 year time or a 3 year time. but now it's a time for two-way communication in terms of IPTV and OTT. So OTT has their own gearing, sizing, and this is increasing. And now they are working on the preferences of the customer. You can take an example of any OVOD like Z5, Sony Live, or Netflix. So they are giving a more and more preferences to our customers on the device front. So they are offering more services, right? So they are open to give these services, not restricted any buyer or a customer to stick their cell. They can choose anywhere, anytime, and on the go. But yes, we have to see the window where millions of subscribers are running on the cable. This option has to be explored more in the form of IPTV, so that they have to convert it in the near time. Who is give these services? Yes, the internet, the broadband, plus the bundle offering of IPTV and OTT. So this will give a added value so that the technology will transform from one way to another. Yes, it will take some time because millions of subscribers are available. So internet is a must thing, so it's a common thing. And live TV on the IPTV and the cable is nothing, no difference in the content. The content is the same, but the experience difference. If I am experiencing the same content in my larger screen of 4K and 8K or FHD, it's have a better experience than in the cable. If I am adding, if I am adding more and more VOD channels in the same application, this will value more rather than I will stick only on the live TV experience, right? Having a, the choices. So that will difficult for a customer to choose a variety of service. Customer is demanding more and more, the choices in terms of delivery, their experience, their thoughts. So that's very important. So in the sooner or later, maybe in the 24 months or 36 months, it will take time so that this will be converted very soon.
Yes, I believe that your answer, the insights in your answer would be so much useful for the businesses, audiences right now. Okay, so next one from our perspective at Thudo Multimedia and Sigma, events like these are not just about visibility, they are about listening. These conversations help shape how we think about solutions, partnerships, and long-term alignment with the market. So how does this listening mindset translate into how we work with the partners out there?
Okay, very interesting and good question, right? See, the market is already available with the broadband companies, right? They are giving internet to their users. So it's about a partnership mindset that this is not a 1 day or 1 year engagement. This will be more over a 5 year, 10 year, or 15 year engagement. It take time because this is a B2B business process. So the experience they have feel it in the cable market, that's a long term engagement. In the same transformation in the IPTV, right, that will become that the platform will be the partnership mindset will be very defined to each partner. They can be know to each other very well in the terms of offering a services and signing a contract. The adaptability is also very important between the partners, that what they perceive from the market, the realistic the requirement, they can share it to the partner. So the adaptability between their technical team and the other terms which will become on the contract, and we're signing it off with a more clarity and the transparency, that is also the between the partner is very important. The long term collaboration, why it is so important? IPTV and OTT is a broader term. It is not a one product, it is about a services. So services will be defined, and not in 1 year, right? In any customized tailor made solution, it take time for establishment. And when it go to the market for a maturity level, then the real experience come from the ground customer. So it's a long-term collaboration and keep on adding the products and the services that will benefit for both partners. The There will be a product, right? When you introduce a product like Thudo Multimedia is an end-to-end company. So we are talking in terms of transport or in terms of our front end or a back end or a DRM or maybe CDN, or we have a monetization tool. All these components are helpful for our partner and not restricted to one product. They can choose anyone, right? And then we can partner it with a long term benefit between both these companies.
Yes, very on point answer. So, as we come to the end of today's session, a few points stand out clearly. So, Yishu, any final thoughts before we close?
I would like to say that this collaboration, which yes, I agree with this that there are a couple of partners available, the not in India, outside India, but the value of dialogue, the delivery, right, and the delivery will be at the as a localized partner, work to with our partners, where in a very thoughtful manner they can exchange idea, openness within the team, openness how to scale the network. So that's already we have to come in an open dialogue manner. The industry collaboration, why it is so important, the collaboration between the broadcasters, the live broadcaster, the VOD partners, the customer and their customer, the last mile consumer, which is going to be happen in this solution. So I think this all participants are very equally important. So my suggestion in that way, that we work for a cause. So the customer will feel like very open forum, so that they can introduce multiple partners in the forum. So good for anyone, right, who can join us, and we can bring the value add for their for their business. So that's my final statement.
Thank you. So, thank you, Mr. Yishu, for your sincere sharing today. I think that it would work great for everyone, for the business customers, for the business audiences right now in the live stream on LinkedIn. So, for the audiences, thank you again for joining us today, and please feel free to reach out, connect with us on LinkedIn, or book a meeting, one-to-one meeting with our team. We look forward to continuing the conversation beyond the show floor. Last but not least, thank you and have a great day. See.